the 21.1% and 17.8% increases, as well as your Social Security Retirement Disability, SSDI survivors, spousal SSI, and VA benefits, will all be covered in today's video. I've provided you with all the information in this video. I'll be diving straight into it now, going over the specifics of those two percentages that I provided you at the start of the video and where we stand right now in terms of the trajectory of these two percentages, as well as the remainder of this year, and naturally, how this directly relates to the benefits of fixed income. In the video's opening, I also mentioned that well over 70 million people. These are some quite startling statistics for the entire nation, and once more I want to share with you the specifics of what is happening. So let's go right in and discuss what is happening, every detail underneath it, and the reasons you should be aware of this knowledge. But before we do, we would like to ask a big favor of you if you haven't already, or if you're new here. Welcome, I sincerely appreciate you joining me. Please be sure to join the approximately 500,000 or 500,000 individuals who have already subscribed to the channel by clicking the subscribe button directly below the video. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I want to help you in any way I can, so I'm keeping an eye on all the news, conducting the research, and responding to any queries you may have. Pointing out financial perks, raises, benefit checks, monthly checks, stimulus, and other items that are currently in the news, there are many things going on at the moment, including all the laws, packages, suggestions, and ideas. Concepts are plentiful once more. If you've been following the videos on the channel for some time, you're probably aware that I've discussed all of this material previously. I do it almost every day more. Information that keeps appearing. Because of the busy time of day, I want to thank you once more for being here. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel and join the nearly 500,000 other people who have already done so. Below is a completely free place where I would like to express my gratitude for your support, which I truly do appreciate. Please allow me to go over the specifics of this. I'll tell you exactly where we are at the moment because these figures are still subject to monthly fluctuations. In truth, the 21.1% and the 17.8% actually do not change on a monthly basis. Instead, it only changes once a year, so as you'll see in a moment, I'll paint a very clear picture of what's happening and you'll understand the absurdity of the situation. It's crazy to read this, so let me ask you a quick question. How much do you believe your Social Security checks have increased over the previous 3 years as a result of the yearly adjustment for cost of living? I estimate that the amount is far higher than what you're estimating. In fact, I was shocked when I did the math on this and assumed I had done the calculations incorrectly, such as when I did the math. I reasoned that there must be no wrong way. I performed the math on it a few times, and it is definitely correct, so I didn't do anything incorrect there. Thus, the amount you received in the last 3 years alone is 17.8%. You received 3.2% in 2024, 88.7% in the previous year, and 5.9% in the year prior. I know, I was astounded too. I reasoned that there was no way we could have achieved 17.8% in only the previous 3 years. You can do the arithmetic for yourself if you'd like, but that's how. When you think about it that way, it doesn't sound so horrible until you consider the other side of the equation, which is how much we got in the form of a COLA merely in 3 years. Not bad, right? These are the figures that are being provided to us, and this is the average across the board with regard to how much prices have increased due to inflation merely over the last 3 years. Everything has certainly increased, as we know. For example, the price of food has increased significantly, but other items have also increased. It's possible that even a small item has increased. This is averaged out over all commodities and services, or pretty much the entire economy. Okay, so it's averaged, but we all know what happens to averages when we get huge. 2% or 1.6% is still included in. The average is thrown off by large or tiny numbers, but that's precisely why it's called an average, right? In any case, let's focus only on the last 3 years and the present, that is, from the start of 2021 until guess how much prices have increased due to inflation right now, in the middle of 2024. You probably already know. I stated the proportion, 21.1%, at the start of the video. That's enormous, all right. That there is a discrepancy between 17.8 and 21.1 on what the difference is. 4.1%? 3.1%? Yes, 3.1%. I apologize. I had to do the arithmetic quickly, but 3.1% is not. I apologize for my arithmetic errors, but the discrepancy there is 3.3%. To put it another way, what we're stating at this point is that Social Security benefits are currently 3.3% below the curve. As we sit here in 2023, 2024. I apologize, I'm sorry for that. But that simply illustrates how far behind we are in terms of pricing at this point in time. Increases by at least 3.3% on average. Remember that this is the average. So, do we really accept the statistics that have been made public that claim that prices have only increased by this much? I'm not sure, but based on... We can probably all agree on what's going on, but these are the figures we have to run. I don't know if prices have increased considerably more than what is actually being reported here. Using the figures here, now recall what the current estimates are for the COLA for the upcoming year, namely for 2025, which will be revealed in October of this year. It appears that you are about inside the 3.3% range. However, it is important to keep in mind that the first thing we must do is make an upfront payment. The dues upfront and then receive a small boost after paying them, which is applied to our benefits beginning the following year. This is simply how we always fall behind the times. Unfortunately, this is where we are at the moment. However, keep in mind that there are still a few months left till the end of 2024. How will inflation be between now and then? Is likely to increase, remain the same, or decrease? I'm going to venture that it will do one of two things. Either it will remain the same, or it will keep rising. I don't think it will decline to any significant extent, unless the Federal Reserve intervenes and drastically tightens its interest rate policy, which I just don't see them doing. Going to arrive very quickly, particularly before what is happening in November, as we all know. As a result, you can see how this entire situation is unfolding at the moment. Okay, so prices have increased by 21.1%. Our checks have increased by 17.8% as a result of our COA hikes, a difference of 3.3%. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely not a mathematician, but this doesn't add up. All right, this demonstrates unequivocally that benefits lag behind by at least 3.3%, if not more, so it is understandable why seniors would not be surprised. Individuals with impairments. We all know that those on Social Security fixed incomes are currently far behind, so this should come as no surprise. Nevertheless, I wanted to quickly share this with you in this forever video. These are the current numbers, and keep in mind that the leading figure there, 21.1%, is constantly fluctuating because we receive new inflation reports on a monthly basis. You hear me discussing them every month at the beginning or middle of the month, so that number is always fluctuating. However, the 17.8% only does so once a year when the EOLA news is made. As soon as it's announced and applied to our checks, we'll see how things are going once more. Not exactly in the beneficiary's favor, it's a difficult position, but regrettably, this is the state of affairs at the moment. Living through what's happening nonetheless, I hope that this helps you somewhat to comprehend the situation better. Additionally, I would want to bring this information to your attention once more, because I doubt that you're likely hearing. I really doubt that they're kicking off their evening broadcast with something like, "Hello everyone, welcome to the evening broadcast. The breaking news is inflation has gone up 21.1%, and your Social Security benefit is only 17.8% higher. What are your thoughts on those apples?" I don't think they made that kind of announcement at first, and it seems reasonable to you that they wouldn't talk about it. To be aware of the status of your perks and finances. Once more, I want to thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe below. By clicking the subscribe button below, you may join the other over 500,000 users on the channel and watch some of the hundreds of films, including ones that have been personally chosen for you. You'll see thousands of videos there or right now appearing on your screen in the video library, on the channel Chan, either in the description below or at the top of the comment area. Some videos as well. Choose one now, and perhaps you can see one of those. Thank you so much for coming, and have a great day. I'll talk to you later.